Welcome to Top Does. We are so excited to have our guest Boxcar on the show. Welcome to the show.
How's it going?
How's it going? On this show today with a deep accent as well, as you guys can tell. We can't wait to hear what he has to say about the furry community, or him personally, even though we know he'll never be able to say bidet correctly. Let's get started.
I'll never live that down, I swear.
Hey, you always do one thing, and no one will let you live it down ever again.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
True.
It's the way it works.
Yeah.
It's the way social media works.
Yep.
Yes, but my name is Fiction Boy.
I'm Stream Architect.
I'm Whiplash Wolf.
And here again, we have Boxcar. Now, how are you doing today?
Money? I'm doing all right. I went to the grocery store, got myself some milk. I ain't seen much chocolate chip cookies. I snacked on those before I came on down here, and it was real good.
You know what's going to be fun is that the audience is probably not going to understand a word you just said, but that's okay. I dig it because I can understand you. Unless you're from the South,
Yeah,
nobody really understands that.
Yeah, I don't know. I got everything this man said right here. I lived in the most southern little city. Actually, it's not even a city. It's like a town. It's actually like a small town. So deep accents were the way of the South where I lived at.
Yeah.
I'm curious if the rest of the people around you talk like the way you do in your home state.
So funny enough, they actually didn't. What happened was I went to college right as COVID was on the rise, and my campus went full hard-blown panic mode, and they locked everybody down. You weren't allowed to leave for any reason that was not some form of medical emergency. They didn't give a fuck what it was, which of course didn't stop me from sneaking out every now and then. But I wound up getting boarded down with a guy from Kentucky, a guy from Louisiana, and a guy from Georgia, and we all sounded like this. We left, and it just never went away.
Really? Damn.
I feel like it was a guy from Louisiana.
I would have guessed that too. So I know you recently moved to Florida, but originally you were from Kansas. I guess you decided to get off the yellow brick road and not get sucked by a tornado anymore.
Oh my god, all the Wizard of Oz references.
Oh my god.
So, but I know I said you were born in Kansas, so what was it like living in Kansas? Was it just a lot of open field, a lot of farms, and obviously a lot of tornadoes?
Yeah, pretty much. You can see for miles. We didn't know what trees were. You'd hear a tornado and go outside and try and watch it with your bare eyes until it bared down on top of you. I had a farmer's life. I did the farmer did.
A lot of farming. Can you repeat what you just said?
I did cattle and for my. Oh my gosh. I lived a farmer's life out there. I was a wheat and cattle farmer, so I did everything a wheat and cattle farmer do.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, sorry. I wanted you to repeat what you just said because there was some cutout. So if I ask you to repeat yourself, then that's why.
Nah, don't worry about it.
All right.
Hey, I was gonna say, even though you say you can see for miles in Kansas, Florida is flatter than Kansas by far, isn't it?
Yeah, but y'all have something we don't.
Well, what's that, Florida man?
Yes.
Yes. Pretty much so.
I mean, I'm sure you see it anyways with Daxter. I feel like Daxter is just like the Orlando, Florida man.
He's just
A
loud.
little bit of it. He doesn't do near as much meth as I imagine a Florida man does, but you know.
Imagine, Florida man, a dingo being arrested for hugging a wild
Oh
animal.
my god. Oh no.
And there he goes.
Stop
onto the
Yeah.
abyss.
Yeah. Oh,
There we go.
So I wanted to ask. I want to ask something real quick to Stream. Did you understand a word he just said? I know you're not from
Yeah.
America.
No, I'm really good with accents, even though English is not my mother tongue. I can clearly understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
You know what he
some
sounds
people
like
can
to me?
definitely tell there's a difference, but I understand what he's saying.
You know what he sounds like to me?
I'm
I'm
not
not sure.
I'm not saying much because I don't know. I'm not from the States, so I don't know the environments, the areas, where they are on the map. So this is why I'm fairly quiet. It's just because I don't know where all these regions are. I know where Florida is, and that's pretty much it. That's like Texas
So what I
and
will
down the
say, but I will
So,
say something
that's
like
why.
this. Have you ever watched King of the Hill?
Yes.
Oh no.
He sounds like that one guy. The
Boomhauer.
That's
So
what he
here's the
sounds
thing,
like.
here's the thing.
Boomer.
So here's the problem.
Boomhauer.
I watched King of the Hill, but it wasn't French for me, so there were no. So I don't know.
Oh, you
Oh
didn't
my
get the real
God.
taste of King of the Hill
You
then.
imagine
You
French
didn't give
Boomer.
the real taste. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you know what? You know what? You know
Oh
what?
my gosh.
In your hotel room, we're gonna at least watch 2-3 episodes of King of the Hill, so you get the real taste.
So I've
in English.
I've seen
Nice.
clips. I know what he sounds like, but it's been a very long time, and I've never seen like a full episode in English because here the TV where I live in Quebec, everything is in French. There's laws for that, and Netflix was not really very
My
popular when
gosh.
that show was airing. It's probably still playing. I mean, I could get like the Cartoon Network or whatever, but I don't really. I don't know. I have other things to do. Too many TV series to listen to.
But yeah, but he does sound like Boomhauer. If you, actually, Boxcar, why don't you give us your best Boomhauer impression?
Let me think of something. I gotta get down all the dang old grocery store and get you say dang on me.
Oh my god, you
Dang old start and get it on back all time. They make me on all traffic.
There
To
it
be
is.
fair though, even though he's cutting out, that is like, man, if you were just 20 years born 20 years before King of the Hill came out, you could have just been Boomhauer. Like,
I got the gist of what you were trying to say. You were speaking very fast, and the cutting out was really hard to make some of the words, but I get the gist of the conversation.
Okay, so I wanted to ask about something personal about you, Boxcar, and that is you mentioned to me some time ago when we had a conversation about how you had an injury a long time ago. You were caught in a fire, or were you? Because you mentioned fire. Well, not actually. No, was that wrong? No, it was not fire. It was something.
I've never been in a fire, so I don't know what
No,
you're on about.
no. Let me rephrase that. Something had to do. You lost your sense of smell.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Tell
that
us
was an
about that.
explosion.
Oh yeah.
So on the farm, we have to fertilize our crops. And there's a fertilizer we use. It's stored in pressurized tanks, and it's called anhydrous ammonia. And
Okay. Ammonia.
so, yes. So if you've ever been around ammonia, you know what that's like. But think
I've
of
worked in pig
basically
farms.
hyper-condensed pressure. Oh God, I feel so bad for you. Ugh, I hate pigs.
Yeah, I had to hook
but-
up some temperature sensors to an alarm system, and my tools, even though I spent one day there, my tools were in a bag that were in a vehicle that was 100 yards away from the pig farm, and my tools smelled for 3 weeks. It was bad. Every time I would open up my cell phone, like, hello, damn it, every time.
Yep.
Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. But anyways, it's in a pressurized tank, under pressure, and it just sprayed out on the field as you pull it with a tractor. And I was rigging up the hoses, and as I was rigging up the hose, I opened up a pressure release, and the hose just split at the seams in my face and just peppered me with this gas of anhydrous ammonia, and I inhaled it, and it seared my nasal cavities, all my respiratory areas, my mouth, and yeah. So for a while, I didn't have a sense of taste a sense of smell, but over the years it's slowly coming back. But yeah, so
Did you
That
recover
sounds
100%
that sounds like
of
a hurt.
senses? Or you
God
suffered
damn, you're
permanent
killing
damage,
me.
or you Did you suffer permanent damage, or are you fully 100% recovered?
I'll be fully 100% recovered one of these days, but today just ain't that day. It's slowly coming back. I don't know if it'll come back fully or not, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
When did that event
Yeah,
happen?
what's that?
2018.
Oh, so it was
That's like-
kind of recent. Not too long ago.
Yeah.
Dang. Did you actually have to go to the hospital too while you were at it?
Oh yeah, I thought my lungs locked up. I would have died. The only reason I didn't die, there was a gentleman. He fought in the Gulf War. He's a combat medic. Him and his son were driving down the road and saw me flailing around in the field, and they got out, and he knew what to do.
Oh, so you owe your life to this man. Do you still keep in contact with him?
I mean, yeah, he's just a local.
But you won't forget him.
Now I don't. No, I will not forget him. I'd known him before. I'd helped him harvest his corn.
Corn. Oh yeah, you helped him harvest corn. Which I do love corn. Maybe some. You said harvest corn.
You Americans really like your corn on
I love cornbread.
cakes. You
Fucking love
you
my
make
corn.
bread, you make cake, you put it in your
Corn's
car,
hard to
it's
beat.
everywhere.
You need to try
It's even better
cornbread.
when you're like, damn, I
I've
really
tried
just want some
cornbread. It's really
corn
good.
right now. And you can just walk out to the field. All right, got my stock, and you walk back in. Fresh
Cornbread's
from
so
the
good.
field.
Cornbread dressing, cornbread cake. Oh my god.
Now I want
God, it's so
cornbread.
bad. Cornbread is so bad for you.
It just
I mean,
tastes
you
so
can flip
good.
this around with maple syrup here, so I mean, I was at a sugar shack today actually earlier.
I mean, I like maple syrup.
Ooh.
So
I like
maple
chocolate
syrup
syrup.
and cornbread would taste like.
I mean, it's spring, so now the maple
Yes.
trees are producing sap, and then the sugar shacks are opening, and then you get the food. And I was with my bear group of friends, and I got a massive sugar crash after eating. It was bad.
Oh,
But
I
it
know.
was a
Oh, by
fun
the
time.
way, I know this is just an off-topic mention,
sent
but
you a picture.
you did. But I wanted to say, if you can, tell your cousin I wish them a happy birthday, or because I know you
Oh,
were
thank you.
celebrating that. So yeah, of course, when you have, if
Yeah,
they
on
ever get a
Saturday,
chance to
yeah.
see this,
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
happy
know.
He knows
birthday to
about
Arcadade's cousin.
It was
Yeah.
my husband the day before, too. So.
oh, he had
My
two
husband-
birthdays to celebrate.
Yeah. So my husband is on the 18th. He
Damn.
just turned 39, and my cousin is 19. Is on the 19th, and he turned 30, and I'm 31. So yeah.
Nice. All right, so back to Boxcar. So what's the furry scene like in Kansas? So like, is it pretty big, pretty small?
It doesn't exist. I knew
Don't exist.
one furry who lived there, and it's actually a funny story because I skipped my college finals to go to a fur meet in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
And
was
he
the
lived
name?
in Hutch.
I hope it was worth it.
Boop Nova was their name. Absolutely, yeah. It was absolutely worth it. Don't recommend it. Don't skip your college finals to go to a fur meet. Do your college finals. I just, I hated college.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. You know who also hated college in his undergrad? Colton.
I see that.
He's like, no. He's hiding.
He hated undergrad.
I don't.
I mean, it's
college
cold.
is miserable.
Colton, don't be hiding back there. We know how much.
Come on, be a good boy.
Yeah.
There he comes.
Aww.
Look at the otter.
Oh my god.
I'll give you head pats
So-
later.
For someone
I
who's a
also
sassy
wanted
bitch, you like
to-
to hide.
So I also want to bring up another interesting topic, which was something you mentioned to me because I actually like some of the conversations you had. When you recently moved to Florida, when you were at a Publix in Florida recently, could you tell the audience
yep,
about
I already
that
know
if
this
you want
story.
to?
Oh boy.
Oh, I
So,
want to hear this story.
Fun fact, everyone. Yeah, first day was I was in Florida. I nearly got arrested because for those of you that haven't been on the farm scene, it's very common for people to open carry their gun and any of their tools. So I had never been in a big city before. Like, I had never left my little rural community, and I just went, yeah, fuck it. You know what? I'll go to Florida for work. And so I moved here, and the first day I was here, I was like, all right, I better get myself some grub tonight. And so I walk into Publix, I still have stuff on me. So I walk into a Publix with an open carried handgun and a 5-inch knife on my belt, and I'm just walking around Publix.
You said a 5-inch knife?
Shopping for food. Yeah, it was a like a hunting knife.
Oh, God.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, are you really scared to be attacked by somebody?
I mean, it's
Yeah,
open carry in Florida now.
Or an animal.
I mean,
Which is
if
funny.
everybody was carrying guns, I would rather carry some too. I mean, I need to get some sort of test.
Well, it's mostly used, like, on a farm, it's used, I was cutting open bags, or cutting rope, or cutting open an animal, or a snake, something like that. So I had a reason, but I mean, it's still, I've done that for so long, it was just instinct. Like a habit. I
muscle
don't
memory,
do
right?
anymore. Yeah, but I walked in, and as I'm shopping for meat, I see an officer, like, walking over, and I didn't pay him any mind. He walked at me and goes, like, "Hi, sir, how's it going?" I'm like, it's going good. I'm, buying meat, whatnot, having a good old day. How are you? And he just chuckles and looks at me. He goes, "Not from around here, are you?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Nope, just moved here." And that's when he's like, "Well, you can't open carry a weapon into Publix." And he basically said, "I'll give you a warning, but you gotta go put it in your car and don't do it again." He's cool, I
That's
I mean, police officers, they don't have to be rude. They can be nice and gentle at first, and then if the person is not obeying, then okay, be more rough. But
Yeah.
I got your
He
Yeah,
absolutely probably could have just
right now.
blasted me all over the meat too, but he didn't, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
That's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. Yeah. Thank you, officer.
Speaking of, whenever it comes down to the South, just go to Publix and get a pub sub. That's all I can say.
The
I've
pub
had
is
a
so
pub
good.
sub. Those things are good.
They
What's
fucking
that?
slap. They're so good.
Yeah, you have to teach me here. I don't know what a pub sub is.
Submarine
I think we have
sandwich
a
from
pub
Publix,
sub
pretty
in
much.
Georgia. I think they're in Georgia too.
Yeah, they're more of a
Not
southern
sure.
like grocery store, but they're so good. They're so good. They have
Originally, it's
even
from
like
Florida.
Submarines.
their normal
Submarine
daily sandwich is delicious. Yes,
Basically,
and they
yeah.
also use boarhead,
Oh,
which
okay,
is
we have
also equally
Oh,
more
I love
delicious.
Boarhead.
Oh, they're so good.
Mhm.
Pub sub. I'm like, what's a pub sub? Submarine. I know what that
Pub.
is. A sandwich.
Okay,
Are you
so
saying?
we call it a
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I thought he was. Hold on a second. Are you saying
pub sub too.
sub?
A pub.
You're saying a pup sub?
P-U-P?
If you want a pup sub,
Papa
go look over
Papa.
there. You see that one over
Oh
there?
my
That's
God.
holding the camera.
Oh my
That's a
fucking
pup
God.
sub right
That's
there.
sub pup. That's not the same. That's sub pup. Not the other way around.
It can still be. It can be both ways. It goes both ways. Pub sub pub doesn't matter.
Look at him. You see that? You see that little puppy over there? That's a fruit roll up right there. Look at him.
I mean, he does. He looks like raspberry, like blueberry raspberry right now. Looks
Yeah,
like
he does.
no
I
even
have
right
the
at
mirror
the
up, so it
moment.
just looks like you're pointing at Whiplash.
But
Oh,
no, so we call them pub subs because we have to call them public sandwiches, pretty much. So pub sub. It's just a short term,
Can't believe-
but it's
so
so
your mind-
good.
but his mind was on pup. So
Well, it wasn't clear. Those vowels, they sound really similar with the VR chat sound distortion and stuff. It's kind of difficult sometimes. Wasn't sure.
you know they also make good. But me personally, I like grocery store cookies, but Publix makes some pretty good ones. Like they're different. I don't know.
Mhm. Oh yeah. You know what else they make that's really good? Rotisserie chicken.
Oh, they do make a
okay.
good
Okay,
rotisserie
let's-
chicken.
I'm gonna be honest right now about Publix. I love shopping there, But oh my god.
Oh, man, hello.
you got a load full of ass in your face. There you go.
It happens every now and then.
But
Me too.
So everything, I shop at Publix because it's a good place to go to. But everything that Publix cooks in their deli and bakery section is just so fucking amazing.
Public is a place.
It's dangerous.
It's a name.
Publix. Publix.
With an
I
X.
thought it was like, oh, it's a
It's a-
public
it's a-
submarine. Like, you go in public and you get a submarine. I'm like, what? I don't
No,
have...
it's a grocery store chain.
I feel so stupid right now. I have
You need to go to a
absolutely
Publix.
no idea what you guys are talking. I feel so behind.
He needs to also go to
Yeah,
a
we
Waffle
have
House.
Targets, right?
No, we don't. They
Nice.
crashed in Canada. They came in. So okay. So the way Canadian buy groceries and stuff is totally different from how the Americans do it. We don't buy like, oh, when you buy 3 items, the 4th one is free. We don't do that. We'd rather have individual discounts on the items. And Target used an American approach to enter the Canadian market, and they opened up everywhere, and none of them made it. Walmart
Wow,
had an
really?
issue. Yeah, Walmart really struggled when they came
Dang.
in Canada because they had that American style of buying mentality when they came, and then realized that Canadians, we don't buy our stuff the same way Americans do. So they readjusted, and now it's fine. But Target did the same mistake, and they failed miserably. Too
Dang.
bad, because it was a cool place to go. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
Oh, maybe go to one when you come down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot. He has to go to a Waffle House too because he's never been to a Waffle House.
Well,
There's one
you know,
close
I've
by
been
here.
to
We're walking
I
to
went
it.
to a Waffle House for the first time.
I
It was
mean,
pretty-
Oh my! Wait, first
I've heard-
time.
They didn't have
I've
one
never
in
been to
Kansas.
Waffle House. And also,
Yeah, they don't
I heard
exist in
rumors
Kansas.
that Americans go into
Wow.
Walmart in their PJs. I didn't believe it because
That is very
people
true.
Don't do that.
That is
Other
true.
people don't do that. For the most part, there's probably 1 or 2 weirdos out there that does it. But when I went to the States at one point, went on a camping trip, and like, oh man, we need some stuff for camping. It's too hot in here. And like 3/4 of the client at 11 o'clock, they were in their PJ. I'm like, no way, this is actually true. We don't have that in Canada. Like, it's pretty rare. It happens, yes, but it's like a small minority of people who does it. It's
So
fascinating.
here's what I'm
Oh,
gonna say. So there's a book I remember
shock.
seeing years and years ago. But also, I'm pretty sure if you look up people of Walmart on YouTube, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get an entire video showcasing those types of people who go into Walmart. I've seen some.
those,
I've
and
seen
it's-
some. I've seen some shit myself in a Walmart.
I mean,
That's all I can
people,
say.
they have no, they're not,
man.
they have no being proud.
Shame.
They have no dignity. I'm like, oh my god. I understand you need to do it quick, but like, don't make be like a tiny bit amount of be proud of yourself, or I don't know. Anyways, whatever.
Have
floats
some
your boat. You
dignity
wanna
to
go
have a quickie.
PJs, that's your thing. Go for it.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's funny because my mom would always get dressed up to go to shopping at Walmart. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? You're trying to like outshow everyone there. It's like you're going. It's like you're dressing up to go to a fancy restaurant just to go to a place where someone will be walking in their boxers more than likely around the store.
If you're gonna
you're
dress
definitely trying to change
fancy,
things.
if she's gonna dress fancy the way
It's not
you're
gonna happen.
describing her, then she's probably just gonna have to go to Whole Foods.
Well, she likes Publix, but I like Publix too. I mean, I just go in there with like a t-shirt and some like basketball shorts on because I
Yeah, fair
just came
enough.
from the gym pretty much.
Okay, so let's get back to the subject with Boxcar. I wanted to also ask, when you moved to Florida, what were some of the biggest challenges you had to face in the furry community since you moved to Florida?
In the furry community, or just being
Like, what was some? What was
I
it? Was
I
the?
didn't- I didn't
I
catch-
guess what I'm saying is, like, when you moved to Florida, what were some of the biggest changes or challenges you had to face in the furry community since you moved there, or moved to Florida? Like, were you
mean,
adjusting?
Like, the big thing for me was I had to battle through traffic, because traffic doesn't exist where I'm from. I mean, you could drive all day and not see another car.
Okay, we'll say this from a
right
general perspective.
So
then.
moving here and like seeing like people here. Good God, took me forever to figure out. Like I didn't really have any any big issues there. Really, I broke my VR headset, so that was but I'm back now.
Okay.
Oh no.
That was a bad apple. So, if I was to talk to you about, was it hard for you to adjust with a lot of people being near you all the time? Like, were you used to the quiet side of things?
No, not really, actually. What is weird for me is people here have a totally way of like interacting with each other. Like where I'm from, you can literally strike up a conversation with a rando and they'll usually talk back. Here I'll like crack a joke or something or make a comment to a random stranger and they look at me like I just tried to like selling drugs. It's so weird.
Wait, repeat that again. You broke up.
I mean,
So he
it
was
seems
saying
like
that
I said
casual encounters don't really happen because if you have a random conversation with people, they just look at you weird. While in rural areas, people are friendly and they talk to each other and they turn it to a funny moment.
Fiction. You've been to Orlando before. You should know how the people
Yes.
are down there. And he's not wrong about traffic. I love driving. I gave up 2 days after driving in Orlando when I was at Megaplex because it pissed
When
me
I went
off.
down to Orlando to visit a few friends, which was Dexter, stuff like that, I didn't really get to experience much traffic. Everybody was very kind to me. I don't know. But you know, when I went there, I avoided the tourist traps. Like the biggest McDonald's there is in Florida. If you guys didn't know that.
The two-story
Yeah, the
McDonald's.
two-story
I don't eat
McDonald's.
McDonald's,
Yes,
so-
that is a tourist trap. Don't spend money on that.
Now, do you know the fanciest McDonald's in North Carolina?
Yes, I knew that too. I've been down to North Carolina.
Yeah, the castle, pretty
What
much.
the-
I can't remember what it's called now. It has a self-playing piano. That's what I'm going to say.
But you were saying.
time.
But you were saying. What were you saying, or could you repeat what you were saying? I will talk to you.
Basically the way like people interact with each other is different here than in Kansas, because generally people in Kansas are more, I guess they're more open to like a conversation with strangers, and that really caught me off guard here because I'm used to talking to I'm very social. I'll talk to anyone about literally anything, and that just doesn't happen here very often.
So they just kind of looked at you like you were triggered, like they were triggered that you responded to them, I guess.
You would
Yeah,
love
well, like
the area I live in. Because I'm like halfway between urban and rural, and people are super friendly. Like casual encounters, they happen all the time. You would love it here. People are very friendly in Canada.
Nice.
Really good.
I will say, the more you talk about it,
it depends.
go
Of
straight.
course, if you're going to the big downtown city center, and then everybody's busy and everybody's doing their stuff, you know. But as soon as you get out of the big cities, people are super social. It doesn't even have to be rural.
I was gonna say, Box. Like, it kind of reminds me. So the more you talk about it, like where I was brought up at is kind of the same way. Like, you can pretty much just strike up a conversation with everyone because where I grew up at wasn't
Because when those
full of
hips
people
don't
trying to
meet,
fly away. But so it was small, and like almost everyone knew each other. It was like maybe at most 5,000-10,000 people lived in where I lived at within like a 10-15 mile radius. It wasn't too much to say, maybe 20 miles. But it's the same way. Like, you just talk to anyone, just start up a conversation. Now, if you go further down to where I live at now, to me, it's full of meth addicts. But they would look at you like the people in Orlando do. If you try to talk to them.
I know sounds about right.
Yes.
Now, I do want to mention something else now. Boxcar, we have a surprise for you, but before we get to that surprise, I want to talk about it first. When you were talking to me on one of his live streams, you know where this is going already. You mentioned something that Bio mentioned to you.
No.
But before I talk about any further, audience, there will be a clip.
So,
Wait, hold on.
oh no.
There will be a clip. Let the video play.
Yeah. Oh my God, Neon! I have to tell you about this technology I discovered.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
What?
So I was talking with my friend Bio, and he was talking about during the pandemic, everyone ordering toilet paper, and he's like, "Yeah, I didn't have to do that because I have this device called a bidet, and you put it in your toilet, and it just sprays water." I was like, "No,
Box, they're called bidets! Sweetheart! Sweetheart!
wait, why the hell is there a T at the end then? Who the fuck put it there?"
There we go. So that clip explains
Oh,
that
look
you were
at him,
so
he's adorable.
excited. Like, he's so sad. Okay, I'm also going to get that clip.
He's too adorable.
So now,
Never even heard
when
of
you
one
were
before.
so this was great. So after that
I mean,
clip,
I never have
he
either.
was so excited for something that Bio mentioned to you because he said he did not have to use toilet paper. I can't believe you were that excited over some technology you have not heard about before.
I mean, it was.
Did you look down? Look down.
I very funny, y'all.
God damn it.
Go on. Tell us about the tell the audience about your conversation with Dion. If you want to tell it from your perspective, go on.
So So to be fair, Bio told me about this over like text. So from my perspective, I fuck all about the French language apparently, because I see bidet and I'm like, ah yes, bidet. And so I was like, I learned about this the night before, and I was like, this is amazing. Like, you know how much money you fucking save on toilet paper? It was like,
Dude, and
because
you're not
Like-
wiping off, you're actually cleaning. And in case you want to know what's the actual word, because I speak French, it's called a bidet. So the word is
Bidet.
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 Bidet. So you're
I want a
really
Japanese
close. You
toilet.
said bidet. You just remove the T. Bidet. That's it.
Bidet.
That's how you say it.
So I want to say something real quick because this is definitely going to be a clip on TikTok. Neon, if you see this, you're welcome.
I did it myself.
Hey, you're fine, Box, but it was
Neon
fucking
is definitely gonna
hilarious.
see this
Regardless,
I know it was. I laugh at it too every now and then.
I mean, that's great. Hey,
That's definitely
listen,
going to be great.
You made a lot of people laugh with it, and honestly, personally, I think that's all that matters. I've made a fool of myself, and I look like a freaking himbo on the internet. But if I made people laugh and I made their day, hey, worth it.
see,
I
that's just
gotta
me
have
every
some
day.
You know,
Steam
it's
to go
actually
through that.
funny because there's people there's people that have found me on VR, and they go, "Oh my God, you're the bidet furry."
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, "Oh my God, I'm like, no, no."
You put a label on
I'm like,
yourself.
"Oh God, it's one of Neon's followers."
Oh my god.
But no, I
Not the bidet furry.
100% agree.
Hey, listen,
The
just let
bidet
it slide.
furry, yeah.
It'll disappear over time. Just like,
Yeah,
Honestly,
if
though,
it ever-
I think it's funny as hell.
I think we made it worse. If you think about it, you brought the toilet, and we
Hey,
made it
dude,
worse,
I
and we
have
made it
that-
better.
I have a little console here where I can control stuff from my seat. I made it just for you.
He's like a real life
Oh my
villain.
God.
But in VR chat.
You think Neon's gonna love what he said?
Dave.
All right, no, wait, I wanted to test something. Put me down. Put me down.
I put you down.
I wanted to test something. And
I'm
the
just-
answer is it failed because you were able to pick me up, and I was able to pick you up too.
So before we
I put
continue
like
on any further, I do want to mention the question of the week, and that question is this. Everyone has a fear, including Boxcar, with no exception to it either. But I wanted to ask the audience what is their biggest fears, and we're going to start off with one of the fears that Justin has mentioned, that he is afraid of spiders, which, if you guys don't know, the correct term for that is arachnophobia.
Which
So you have arachnophobia?
I do not like spiders, unless it's the baby jumping spiders. They're just too cute.
Okay. So
That jumps in
then
your
we're going to
ear
enter
and
some of
crawl
the Twitter
and
questions
bite.
once. There was one by Direwolf22 on Twitter where he said, my biggest fear is being alone and not being able to find love. Also spiders. Spiders are evil.
Also,
Why?
also spiders.
Also
They're
spiders.
so useful around the house.
Look,
Yes,
they're
they kill
useful.
off the
Yes.
insects.
They're very useful. The ones who are non-venomous. The ones that are venomous, which in Florida are quite a few, need to fuck off. We have black widows and brown recluses, which are the two most dangerous ones you can have.
Well, technically,
We
brown
have those
recluses
up
are
in
not that
Kansas, too.
aggressive.
You're not special.
What are you
Not that
guys scared
aggressive.
about?
If you look at them wrong, they come after you. Huh?
Yeah,
Mhm.
probably
What are
deserved
you guys
it.
scared about? So Whiplash, you said you're scared of spiders. You Boxcar, what are you scared of the most?
Oh,
Like-
I'll tell you
like,
that.
So,
Mine are- I know what
mine
it
are
is.
too, and they're super irrational.
Getting bidet
What
water
is
in the
it?
mouth.
Whenever when
God.
you told me you had to leave the Smile Room, the game that we were playing together,
Oh, that
Yeah.
one. That's a good game.
it was
Mhm.
not anything else, but one thing got you. It was the, what were they? It was, fuck, what was it?
It was a clown.
The clowns. You have clownophobia.
Oh, really?
I'm
Yep.
sure it's not called
I hate
clownophobia,
clowns.
but I mean, hey, that's a normal fear. Most people have it still. To be fair, though,
You
They
were
are
alone
used as
too. That
Halloween
was the sad
decoration.
part.
Yeah, I
You got
got
splitted
fucking
from
split
us.
up, and I heard, I saw him peek around a corner, and I was like, I can't fucking do this anymore. I was like, I'm
understandable.
tired, boss. I gotta get out of here.
okay,
I
but
would-
back on.
and-
So spiders. Okay, so Florida has a spider called the orb weaver, or as we call it, banana spider, because it's black and yellow. It's non-venomous and it's not aggressive, but it's fucking massive. And if you don't spot it immediately and you just see it when you're walking up on it, you'll shit yourself. That's the only problem.
Mm-hmm.
I just, yes, they're very useful in a lot of situations. They're dealing with mosquitoes, especially down here in Florida. But spiders just,
I've seen
Freak
them.
me out still.
They're terrifying to look at, but I don't have arachnophobia. I think they're
if one
useful.
appears on my
So-
arm, I'm probably gonna scream like a girl.
I
That's all I'm gonna say.
poke Sometimes I was on Discord. I was on my Discord and I was live streaming, and I was like, "Hey guys, look at the spider! It covers a whole freaking quarter." I showed it to me to people in the chat, and they're like, "Oh, that's nasty, disgusting." I was there like poke, and they were like, "Stop doing that!" They were freaking out. I was laughing so
So,
hard.
another Twitter question by Redion Sky. Correct me if I mispronounced that. My biggest fear is being not interesting enough and being left out / being alone. Now, I will point this out to you, my friend, if you're watching this. It's okay that not everybody is going to like everything about you. That's fine. You don't expect everybody to get along with you.
Trust
But
me,
there
there's people
is
who hate
going
me.
to there's going to be people who do find you interesting. There's nobody in the world that will not find you interesting. Keep that in mind and keep your head up, okay? Nobody likes the
you'll
grumpy
find someone,
husky
trust me.
either. I lost a lot
It's
of followers on
impossible.
Twitter.
Stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Be respectful, and don't let other people's judgment just stop you from doing what you want. You're a human being. You have emotions. You have things you need to do. And my dog is climbing my face. Ah! Stop.
Oh yeah, climb on him. Get him, Jet.
So
Oh my god.
don't
He
let other
pounced
people
him.
scare you. Be honest. Be true to yourself. Enjoy life. It's fun. It's worth living. Jet.
And the
please
last
stop.
question
No.
on Twitter. He's pouncing you. He's giving you the licks.
Yeah. Oh, he's
You boy.
Oh,
He's a cute one.
garçon. Mais oui, tu es un bon chien. C'est qui le bon chien? Mais oui, c'est toi le bon chien. All right, go.
Get out here. I'm done with you. Okay, so the last question on
balls.
Twitter. The last question on Twitter is by Bookish Kitty. Failure as a person, not having a living wage, not being able to stand up for myself, being a liability, etc. Aw. You're not a liability.
Aw.
If, you know, that reminds me. I could mention Colton about failure.
We all have our failures. Failures is a normal part
He's
of life.
hiding now.
It's how you learn. It's how you gain experience. Don't be scared to fail, even if it hurts. Because you're going to gain so much knowledge from that experience, and you won't make it twice. Or it can happen. You'll make it multiple times. But it's part of learning. It's part of being a human being. I've made I've made huge mistakes in my life. And sometimes I wish I could travel back in time to undo those mistakes. But I've realized over time that if I would do that, I would never learn and become this person that I am today. And I learned from my mistake, and I'm proud of the person that I've become. So don't let fear of failure or like all these things affect you, okay? It's okay to have mistakes. It happens. Just acknowledge them and try to learn from them. There's a silver lining to every situation.
Now, the reason why I don't have arachno... Nothing about you is wholesome, but anyways, the reason why I'm not... That was Don't curse me out in a different language, you Betsy the Malta.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what I was going to say is the reason why I do not have arachnophobia is because I actually have a fear of bugs, and spiders are not bugs. I actually like what they're doing to bugs. So, like, I hate it when a wasp gets in your personal space, and they are so aggressive. I just want to punch them sometimes because I hate them.
Have you seen those big bugs? Are they called cicadas? They make that buzzing
Cicadas.
sound that is...
Yeah, I was saying
Cicadas.
southern people call them cicadas.
Oh my god. When you've never
Cicadas.
seen one of those, they're creepy as hell. I was like, I'm not scared of anything.
They're not scary.
I'm not scared of anything. But they're
very
so
loud.
weird. And I was like, what is this? And then at one point, I had Thunder back in the day, and he actually, at one point, he started chasing something. I'm like, what is he doing? And then he caught something, and I heard the cicada's noise coming from his mouth. And he had one in his mouth, and he wouldn't let go. And he was like buzzing like crazy. It's funniest shit ever.
So here's the thing with
my
me.
God.
I do not mind bugs from a distance, but if they get in my personal space, I'm like, no, get away.
Yeah.
That's just me. So anyways, before we continue on with this conversation, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. If you hit the notification bell, it will let you be notified of our shorts and our upcoming videos of every Tuesday. So another thing that we can suggest is be sure to also follow us on our audio platform and leave us a rating, as that helps us out. Also, be sure to join our Discord and Telegram chat. Links for all these are in the link tree down below the description. If you don't, Whiplash is probably going to probably do a Florida man on you.
I mean, nah, I'm not gonna go Florida men on them at the moment. I'm gonna go Florida men on this one over here. Where the fuck is it? I gotta find it. Where's it at? There. Wait. God damn it. There we go.
Here, let me hold him.
Self-defense. Don't make me use it. There you go. You're coming with me, and you too.
No, let me go. Let me go.
Yes.
No.
Well, at least it's right in here. I'm fine with that.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
I'm the lone survivor.
Mine.
Well
I
done.
hit my dog. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry.
Oh no,
I give him a bap.
Aw.
You hit the puppy.
Oh,
He's like, what the? What? He's like, what the hell,
he didn't say
Daddy?
anything. I just bumped him. I didn't slap him. He's happy. Oui.
So yes, thanks. That's what we needed to happen on the show.
Good boy.
I enjoyed it.
Stop chewing.
I don't use it.
Ow. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
We clown each other we clown at each other. Ow.
Yes, we do.
Nice
It's
dude.
what it makes good content. That's what it does. So
Yeah, it really does.
now do your thing,
Yeah,
big
just
guy.
like Badet.
My thing, yeah. So, all right. Calling to all of our Top Dogs fan. You want some cool stuff? You can by subscribing to our server subscription on Discord. Become a podcast supporter today. You can get raw, exclusive footage and uncut footage of your favorite podcast episodes. join supporter meetups, and talk with our other podcast supporters in the team. Plus, you also get a custom paw emoji. It looks really good. You also get other goodies. That comes with our $2.99 a month subscription. But wait, there is more. Upgrade to the Podcast Supporter Plus, and you get episode voting, supporter feedback, and live audience for only $5.99 a month. Plus, you can also get sneak peeks of upcoming ideas, merchandising, and more. You don't have to pay for the subscription, but it helps us out tremendously. So thank you for all our supporter and supporter plus out there, and thank you for the audience in the background, Zembos and Justin Firedogi. Thank you. We really appreciate your support. You guys are awesome.
And thanks Sakura for telling me things in my ears from a distance.
Yeah, she whispers stuff to you, and she's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
there's 10 minutes left, big boy."
If you guys don't know, it's our little secret. So we can communicate with other people behind the scenes because we have an earpiece in our ears. So they're talking to us without interrupting the show. That's our big secret.
Yeah, we have a Mama Jen whispering stuff in her ears.
Yes.
Yeah, she has this like little radio microphone thing. She's like, "You guys have 10 minutes."
You guys are disgusting. Wow, not impressed. Oh, hey Boxcar. Speaking of you know, what do you call a horny square?
Oh no.
Oh no.
A horny square, you say? I don't know. What do you call a horny square?
And a rectangle.
I
hate that.
going to smack you at FWA. So
Do
hard.
it. No, I'm gonna smack it before we go there.
I can't. That was so bad.
I can't
I
either.
love it. I was shocked
Now.
first time I saw it.
Okay, now I want to get back to the conversation with Boxcar. What would you say? What was the most stereotypical patriotic? Would you say that you're the most stereotypical patriotic furry in the community?
I mean, I'm as of now, yes, because I don't know any other ones that I can think of off the top of my head.
Let me show you how. Okay.
None of,
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh. I was saying, I don't know any of them that, like, my design is literally themed after the American flag, so, I mean, minus the,
Okay, okay, audience. I want
Highlights.
Boxcar. I need you to turn the other cheek. Come here.
Oh, here we go.
Your cheek.
Yeah, come here.
What?
Camera, get a view of this. Turn around. I need you to turn around. Yeah, you see this? All right, I'm gonna lift this tail. That is America's ass right there. That is America's
what a
ass.
tail lifter.
There we go.
America's ass.
Indeed.
So guys,
America.
confirmed fiction is a tail lifter. Good job.
I know. I'm not denying that.
Man,
Hey, I mean, you can't do any better than Boxcar. You know what you should do? You should probably get the tattoo on your ass.
No,
you know,
no,
I
don't do
have
that.
people
Don't
tell
do
me
that.
that all the time. I'm not gonna do
Wait,
it.
what?
Not because I think it's
Don't do that.
stupid, but because I don't like the idea of going into a tattoo parlor and being like, "Hey, can you tattoo this on my ass?" and having them stare at my bare fucking ass for like 4 hours.
Well,
You think that's the worst thing they've done? I'm sure they've done it before.
America.
I mean, it's not about them. It's about me. I just don't like that. Even someone stared at my butt for like a solid like 3-4 hours, however long it takes to do it.
Are you uncomfortable with your body?
No, not at all. I don't want to make them go through that. It's a,
Oh,
I
you're
mean,
concerned
I know
about
they probably
their well-being.
Tattooed
And-
areas that you can't even
Yes.
think about. You know, I saw
That's
a
fair
guy
assumption.
that his alternative entry for something else had like the sun tattooed around it. I'm like, is that really
So-
necessary?
I must say, there are people who get stuff tattooed around their crotch, so think about that.
I saw somebody
One who
that
had a crotch
tattooed the
tattoo.
American flag on the head
God,
of their
no.
penis.
Ooh.
Are you
That's
serious?
way too far.
That
Ooh.
hurts to hear. That just fucking
I
hurts
know.
to hear. I
Ugh,
can't. That
that gives
hurt.
me jitters.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
if I was
hey,
erect right
before-
now, my penis would have shrunk.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I don't like this.
Okay, okay. Now there is one more thing I want to do. Do you have a bucket of water?
Oh no.
No, but I got a bucket of peanut butter.
We need liquid to pour on him.
Liquid?
No.
Well, I got liquid, but I don't know if he's gonna like it.
Yeah, I do too.
Not that liquid.
Hey!
Yeah, well, that's the only thing I got, so... No, I don't have any liquid.
Okay, you know what, audience? Hold on a second. You gonna do it?
Mm-hmm.
Show them your true Show them your true fur color.
He's all white.
He's so
This
white.
is-
Oh my
he's
god.
technically
He
a
looks like
snow
a
fox.
flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey. I'm just an Arctic
You're like
wolf,
an
so I
Indian
can understand his
shadow.
pain.
It's kind of interesting. Like
Yes.
white and no like shadows or anything. It's just an outline. It's like an opposite, an inverted image of a shadow projected on a wall. Kind of cool.
So, you have to understand, before
Yeah,
before Whiplash is the way Whiplash is right now, I used to be completely white, and the only red on me was where the beard and the marks are, and like a stripe going down my back. That was it. Nothing else. Pure
That's
white.
fair.
Kind of like this one. It's
Fair enough.
Yeah, well,
So let's
yeah.
let's get to half. Like all you are is just spray paint. Like you have a half point too. Yeah. See, he's all spray paint.
Well, that's
all
what
it
will
is.
happen to you.
Actually,
if
it's
you
not
get
even.
me.
It's the
This
whole
is what
joke
will
is it's
happen
just
to
like
you.
anything that he can. It's non-permanent stuff. That's why it washes out. You can't afford good stuff.
he's covered in that Elmer.
That's what will happen. That's what will happen to you if you get me too horny, man. I swear to God, you're gonna be covered.
My
Oh my
goodness.
Right over
God.
here, fucking furry force.
Enough. String.
What? You want some?
To be fair, stream, I've never showed you my gifts.
No, we're not doing this right now, Whiplash. Don't encourage this behavior. Stop it.
More gifts.
I'm gonna-
Can I
our
encourage you?
followers gotta turn some of our videos into
Yeah.
gifts. I have one. For
Whiplash,
Not that kind of gift.
Whiplash, you will be. If you keep up this behavior, you will be replaced by Boxcar. How about that?
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
mean, he
Boxcar
looks
won't
like
do
you. Yeah, he probably won't. Look at it. He's just like,
peanut butter.
yeah. Peanut butter.
Peanut butter
But
sounds
anyways,
great
we're losing track of what we're
Peanut
doing.
butter.
So I'm gonna say this. You can get back to your full color. I think that was pretty cool. But the reason why I mentioned that was because that's when I first saw you. When you did a video with Bio where you said they were saying you stinked.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I first saw him. Which, by the way, here's another clip. And we're back.
You're giving a lot of work to
yeah.
editors, dude. How dare you?
I know. I
hope you're gonna send them the clip tonight so they don't-
TikTok
Yes, I'm
I
going to
was
send
ever
them the
in.
clips. I'm not. I have those clips. You didn't think I'd come prepared for that?
Oh my god. Who knows
So,
anymore?
did Bayou come up with that video idea, or was it you?
I was the one who came up with it. That was my idea,
Oh,
and
so
at the
yes,
time
well,
I didn't do. I didn't dabble in content creation, so I was just like, Bio, I've got this great idea for you. And since it was my idea, he made me partake in it. And whenever I partook in it, he just made the comment that people really like the accent. I should do it myself. And so I was like, yeah, screw it. I'll make a couple and go fuck off to the far reaches of the internet. And I made a few, and now I still make content to this day.
I'm sorry,
There we
darling, but I
go.
don't understand what this gentleman is speaking to me right now. I can't understand what he's saying. Maybe we should gather around around a lovely cup of tea.
I'm trying not to cringe. Jesus.
I
Did he
mean,
crash? Oh. Oh.
Yes.
The British
Oh my
government
God.
Rebooting.
Yeah, assassinated it.
That's.
man turned so British, he
Jesus.
turned himself inside out.
God. He became
He became a
rug.
Roomba.
No, he became a rug.
British food will do that to you, though. Have you seen? Have you seen what
I
they post
yanked
on
on my
Twitter?
power bag cable. Damn it.
Oh no!
I can hear you through my garage TV. My microphone is wireless, so that's why I still hear you.
Talking.
Motherfucker.
You thought talking rug? Oh no.
Talking rug to you. You better not touch me.
Hey, I gotta wipe my feet. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, there we go.
Fuck off.
I'm not doing that. That's whiplash
No,
now.
I will fuck on. How about that?
You know
there
what?
we go.
I'll join in on this.
Yeah, there
Oh,
we
you
go.
guys
I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing
see
anything.
anything, but I can talk and hear.
There we go.
I'm
rubbing on your
Apply
face.
directly to the
Don't
forehead.
let him
Paw
lie.
on,
Come
apply
on,
direct-
boot up.
Oh, there he goes. Jesus.
How dare you?
Oh, your full body's not working.
I just need to get my so
Oh, no.
I was speaking. I yanked on my power bank cable.
He's back.
Also, my headset turned off because I use a Vive Pro I with a wireless adapter. So,
Well,
yeah.
well. Anyways,
great.
guys, that
You know,
this
I
was
was being
this was a
I
very
was being-
fun.
I was being cocky with a British accent, and then it really karma hit me back. Oh my god!
Yeah,
It really
it really did. Next time, watch what you say.
Yeah, I probably.
Indeed.
But anyways, this was a very fun episode. Thanks for joining us, by the way,
So
Boxcar,
unfair.
on this episode of Top Dogs. We really appreciate you
course, thanks for
sharing your
inviting me.
stories. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, this is
We
fun.
do appreciate the stories and giving us a unique perspective on you. We'll never really forget the time that when you try to say bidet. It's definitely a memorable moment. Probably will stick for you for a long time since we brought it back.
Oh yeah. Thanks, y'all. I don't know. I don't know
Before
what to
we-
say.
Before we go, can you bring out the toilet?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, another thing before we go, make sure, Boxcar, that you can put out your socials.
Oh my
go
God.
ahead. What is your socials on TikTok and Twitter?
Oh, so my socials on, I do a little bit thing. It's literally just Boxcar the Fox on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. Those are the only three I really use.
Okay, we appreciate that, Boxcar. That is very helpful. We'll see you next week
Indeed.
on Top Dogs. And by the way, just 2 more weeks until FWA, where you guys will be seeing 2 panels from us. Yes, 2. Safe for work and not
2
safe for
panels.
work.
Ooh,
Yes.
Yep.
all right.
Yep.
And the plan
All
is
right.
especially enjoy the AD one.
Oh, yes. See you guys
On the
next
80
week.
Party? Oh no! You're talking about the. Never mind. I didn't say anything.
Oh my
Ignore
God.
it. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
It can be one.
I know. Don't make me talk about it, please.
See you guys next week.